Broski.
Well, what's good?
We are live.
We are live.
Absolutely.
On all platform. Well, whatever platforms you set it up as, right?
3 of them.
Nice. Welcome back to season 2.
Season 2. It seems like it's been forever.
It has been forever, but you know what? We are back, and there's always life that takes over, unfortunately.
I have so much dust on all my stuff down here. It was like I was having to unveil the Holy Grail to get set up again.
You needed a Swiffer, right?
I just went. I am loving your shirt, by the way.
So it doesn't. So maybe I should bring this down a little bit. So it doesn't say just FUCK. It says FUCK. Now, can you see if anybody is on? And excuse me for asking questions, guys, because this is our first show back with a new platform. There's been a lot of people asking, "Hey, we want you to go live so that we can ask you guys, ask you questions." So, do you see the questions or comments on YouTube? How's that work out on your end?
So Essence McCall just said, "Hey guys."
Okay, I can't see any of that.
So we'll have to figure that out as to how we can both.
I can maybe bring my laptop or tablet over and open YouTube so I can see the questions. But nevertheless, hello everybody. We're back. Justin can relay from his studio to mine.
Yes.
And I would be more than happy to answer questions.
But this is cool. Oh, Patty's here. Patty said
Patty?
She stayed awake. She stayed awake for us.
Oh, yay! She wasn't sure if she was going to stay awake, so I'm glad that she did, actually.
And that's exactly what she said. She said, I stayed awake.
I know. I was like, I hope you make it. I did go live. So I'm getting back into the groove of things, obviously, with the Florida move and moving my life across the country. And
so let's talk about that. How is Daddy DeSantis? How is Florida, man? Oh no, I may have lost your sound. Oh wait, I think I can.
Okay,
I got you. So first of all, where you're at right now?
Yeah,
you are in a hotel, right, or a apartment complex?
Yeah. So we did move. We ended up moving into an apartment community, which ended up being better, actually. The stress of looking for a house in this housing market right now is just insane. So we were coming to crunch time. We had no choice, and we came down here, looked at it, loved it. It's kind of like resort living. So, Justin, when you come out and visit, you're going to kind of feel like you're on a resort. It's super, super wild to me. I feel like I'm on vacation every single day. So
how's the Wi-Fi? Is the Wi-Fi good?
The Wi-Fi is good. Yes.
Okay, good.
The Wi-Fi is good. Yes. That's all that matters.
That is because everything's dependent on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. The reception in Southwest Florida for phone service is no bueno for whatever reason. So I actually feel like I live in the Bahamas.
Well, that's because you're down in the swamp.
It is. It's literally the Everglades is my backyard.
I have a little share button here. Oh, okay. That's where I could share my screen if I wanted to play. Ooh, we're gonna have to play with this thing offline to see. That's what she said.
So bottom line is, how is Daddy DeSantis?
Yes.
We're gonna just jump right into it because there's a lot going on. Mark Levine just had him on his show, and he has never had somebody on his show the entire time.
Mark Levine, get off my phone! That Mark Levine?
No, is it Mark Levine or Levine on Fox?
Yeah, Levine. Yeah, Mark Levine. Yeah, You're either with us or you're with them.
Oh, yes. That's actually a very good impression. But how often has he? When have you known him to have somebody on his show the entirety of his show? Really?
Never.
Right. So for him to have this, and DeSantis has been on, I think he was on a show this evening on Fox too, which I might have missed. but he's notorious for tearing up reporters. 60 Minutes did something on him the other day because they're trying to say he's doing a pay-for-play where he gave money, or Publix gave money to him to help with this vaccine. Look, I don't give a fuck if he was on his knees for every general manager of Publix to get the vaccine out. You motherfuckers wanted the vaccine out efficiently and quickly, and that's exactly what he did. Don't care how he did it. Why don't we focus on New York, though? Because I'm pretty sure Cuomo killed some motherfuckers, and he had 10 women that are accusing him of some other shit. But we're gonna do a 60-minute thing on DeSantis. Why don't you guys look up Hunter Biden? Are we not concerned?
Where's the Me Too movement?
Oh, Alyssa Milano. You know what? If don't even get me started, Justin. I gotta take a sip.
You gotta take a sip. So I've been riling people up on TikTok with the tweets. So like I'll do the videos and then I'll just throw like a gajillion like my own tweets because like I think my own tweets are amazing. So but like so
they were pretty amazing when I was on Twitter.
So I throw them up there, and one of them had to do with systemic racism and how it was a made up term, and I decided to make my own and define it myself. Because systemic racism does not exist. It is not institutional racism. They defined it back in 1967, whatever. But anyway, I digress. So I created fabricated racism. If you can create a word like systemic racism, I'll just create something like fabricated racism. Coined right now, Boomer Justin, fabricated racism.
You heard it here first.
I defined it. Put it on Urban Dictionary.
And of course, I mean, there's a slew of things we can go through that the left is continuously saying is racist, right? But I think the newest one, correct me if I'm wrong, you might have heard this, you might have not, I don't know the exact, it might have been Oregon, where there's a tree that they're trying to eliminate these trees that are out front of some school. And maybe somebody in the comments can help me out on this, but they're literally saying that a tree is racist. I'm not fucking joking. I'm dead serious right now. I'm serious. I saw this report earlier. It was on Fox earlier today. I heard it in passing. The only reason why I know that it was probably true was it was morning Fox, or it was mid-afternoon Fox News, and that's usually pretty evened out. Like conservative and liberals are kind of
that so works right now because maybe one of the trees was a spruce, so it'd be like Spruce Springsteen.
I mean, math is racist, so at this point, they just want you to be blind, dumb, deaf.
So Essence says, how does it feel going into a store without a mask? I live in Pennsylvania. Unless it's an Amish or Mennonite store, you have to wear masks. I want the muzzle gone.
Yeah. So I will tell you that your confidence for not wearing a mask in Florida or in a state that doesn't have a mandate for it, it does go up as each day passes. And then you just feel like you're like walking into a store with your balls swinging back and forth. So the only spot that I've gotten stopped was Costco. But I think that's a pretty nationwide, like Costco is really strict with masks. And it's based on the business too. So just because your state doesn't have a mask mandate, if you go into some of these corporate stores, they can actually still implement them. But I've gone to Target, haven't worn a mask.
So a private, you're telling me a private establishment can refuse service to you if you're not wearing a mask?
Yes.
So it kind of sounds like that bakery that wouldn't bake a cake that went again. Just saying, seems a little. And I remember when I came down to visit you, the only place really that kind of required masks was the little tchotchke shops. And I'm still like those places. You walk in, they're like, no, you need to wear a mask. Like those were the only places. I don't know if they've like gotten a little looser with that, but
I haven't actually gone into the tchotchke shop since I've been here. I've kind of
Isn't it fun to say that? Tchotchke.
I love tchotchke. I use tchotchke for everything. I have tchotchkes all the time. I actually need to get some tchotchkes for around here. Like
I'm still trying to figure out. Say that state again where those trees were. Say it again.
Oregon. How do you say it?
I think it's Oregon.
It's not Oregon, like the Oregon Trail.
I think it's the Oregon Trail. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Oregon sounds extra.
Is it because I'm from Chicago and we elongate everything? No, it's Oregon.
Potatoes. Emma's in the house, by the way.
Emma.
Yeah. She says everything is racist to liberals, and she's not lying.
Everything is racist.
Everything is racist. I wanted to do that. Oh, look, this one says I am the Justin. It says Boomer and Anthony.
We're here.
But they've diminished the word, no? They've diminished the word, no? Racism?
Oh, 100%. And you cannot use that word and think that there is no type of racism to other ethnic groups, which actually now there's more racism. This is in my opinion towards white people than there ever has been before. It is, and what makes me completely sick to my stomach is the fact that white people are on board with it. White liberals are okay with their kids being taught, little children being taught that them being white is not good.
But those same white liberals, those are the ones that are pushing the narrative forward. They're the ones that are creating the racism, the fabricated racism. No?
Absolutely. And then when it's almost like the boy who cried wolf, the girl who cried wolf.
It's exactly that way.
It's like it no longer means anything. So if there is a true racial situation, well, don't get me wrong, there are racist people in the world. Obviously, that's an obvious statement. Okay, there's racist people out there. Yes, that's hands down. A majority of the population worldwide, I would probably say, is not racist. That's just my opinion. There's a smaller population that might be racist. Anyways, if there is a real racial situation, it's almost like, yeah, okay, whatever, dude. Nobody, it's shrugged off now because we're like, yeah, whatever, everything's fucking racist, dude.
Dude, it's all anecdotal. It's all anecdotal. It's all manufactured. It's all. You remember it all started really, the BLM really started like with the hands up, don't shoot, Michael Brown. Turned out to be false. Like that was never said, so that their whole premise was started on an anecdote. You know what I'm saying? Like, in every single situation, like even like when you get into like the whole rape culture and all those things that they were talking about, it was the same thing. The Duke players and all that stuff. Again, so much of that was false, and they just. You see Hollywood, you see everybody on that side that's just like, well, there's just mountains of evidence of it. And I'm like, but there's not. Like, show it to me. Like, if there's an institution or a system in which one race is put on top or above another, let me know where it is so that me and you can go to the steps of that place and we can fight it together. Like, let's do it. But then they'll say, no, it's too new. No, Boomer, you can't. No, it's like, it's bigger than that. It's like, you can't really like wrap your head. It's there, but we can't really like.
Well, it's the victim mentality.
Show it to you.
It's the victim mentality. I mean, it's basically in the liberal Bible. I mean, you have to be a victim. You have to be oppressed. You have to be and that's why a lot of people have walked away from them. They don't even know what that word means anymore. And
I'm oppressed.
And it goes back to this. And it goes back to this. And this is the last thing I'm going to say about racism. White liberals are the most racist people on the face of the earth. Go call your mom and tell her
Absolutely.
That. The reason why I think that the reason why I know that white liberals are the most racist thing on the face of the earth is because if you as a person go up to a black person or an orange person or yellow person, purple person, you say, I'm so sorry that you're oppressed. You are telling them that they are oppressed because of their skin color, which in turn, you know nothing about their lives. You have nothing. So you're assuming that it is bad for them to be that culture.
Yeah, and then you're better off than they are right from the get-go.
Ding, 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 ding. So therefore,
I have
you
to.
are a racist.
What was that? I have not seen that move yet. I haven't seen that move yet.
I like it.
I've seen, like, what?
Well, wait, there's another one I did the other day. I went like this.
We need a Me Too movement for cups, people. I'm telling you, we need a me mug, like, you know.
I know.
It's good. But hey, conservative cutie says, aka Gina, so excited you guys are back. Well, we are back. We are going to figure this thing out so that you can see the comments too. We're gonna figure this out. There's got to be a way.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I can pull, like I said, my laptop over and pull up YouTube, but as long as you can see them. Hi, everybody. I'm here with an amazing tan. I have a great tan, if I might add.
I do like to say, I like how you totally included orange people just a second ago. I know who you're talking about. I feel like it was someone specific that you might be referencing, but
Bigly.
Huge. It's gonna be huge. Can I tell you a joke?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I just ruined it because I told you it was a joke. But anyway, I was gonna say I should just hold off on it and like lay it on you later.
Yeah,
but now I have to.
Okay.
I'm kind of like trumping you right now. It's like, do you think I should tell him the joke? Do you think I should really no? I'm not gonna tell him. Okay, I'll do it.
Do it.
Or maybe I'll tell it, but with the Trump voice. How about that?
Okay.
Did you know that the inventor of the lozenge passed away this weekend? It was a total loss to the throat community. Needless to say, there'll be no coffin at his funeral. Absolutely no coffin.
Oh,
none.
Listen, you know what I love most about us having a show is that I am the one who's raunchy. I swear I have a fuck Biden shirt on. Justin doesn't swear. His jokes are cute and corny. And he's like, it's kind of like the two guys on your shoulder. This guy.
I am Jiminy Cricket. You are Satan?
I am. I'm the friend that gives the dirty looks to people, and I'm like,
you're the one that's like, do it.
Listen,
I'm like, well, maybe you shouldn't.
One day when I'm on a network on a live show, it's gonna be very hard for my, because I wear my emotions, like my facial expressions, out loudly. So like, if somebody backstage does something weird, I'm gonna be talking, and then I'm gonna be like.
You're gonna be all over TMZ,
right?
So, Hendizzle. So, his name's I am the Justin. He was one of my followers I'm sure he's following you too. He says just wanted to know when you guys are dropping TikToff conservative merch, and so I don't know.
I mean,
maybe I don't know. Soon.
That's a great question.
Like, I mean. We do, it's going to happen. We just have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Just figure it out.
Soon. Coming soon.
Not like that. Okay. Theaters are open, by the way, in a lot of places. And I thought that they weren't going to gross that much money, but they brought in a lot of money.
Of course. People are so sick of being.
It's almost like people want to go to the movies.
Yeah. But you know I will actually say what was smart for the movie industry is throughout the year of pandemic, they made new movies that were supposed to come out in theaters automatically premiere on your TV set through streaming services. So kudos to them, although I think they were already ready for that anyways, which is why I think that they've already planned all of this streaming service crap out, because they knew what was going to happen.
They know.
They're never going to lose money. And they're still, and hi, COVID. Yeah, okay. These actors, these movie stars, Hollywood production sets, they're still making movies with no masks. Sorry, I even watch all of these reality shows like The Real Housewives. They're doing normal shoots. Normal shoots.
Did you see the little banner I popped up there?
I saw that. I'm impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed.
What can I say?
Okay, I'm not impressed anymore now.
I actually, to be honest, I thought that was going to be up there when we started.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was supposed to also do a 30-second countdown thing. Like I said, I'm still learning. Listen, we need our own show. We need producers. If you're out there and you see us, give us a shot. We won't let you down. People want to watch us.
I'll make sure not to wear the fuck Biden shirt.
You wear it. It's provocative. It's what the people want.
I'm like Madonna in the 90s.
Before she started talking about bombing the White House. When she was a material girl.
Right. When she was a virgin, touched for the very first time.
I love it.
So can we just so it's been a while since we've been on here. I do want to go to another subject real quick that I think some people will like. So I've recently started going down all these different rabbit holes, and you know me, you know that I'm not a huge conspiracy or person.
Darn it. Sorry. I thought you were going to say, and you know how I love holes, and you let me down.
Oh, damn it.
And you let me down, but okay. Continue.
Hold on, please.
I'm making Tan Anthony. Conservative tan. You know, the word tan and ant use the same letters. So you're like conservative tan. Conservative tan.
Conservative tan. Yeah, you're right. So I think that there's 3 Joe Bidens, 2 Hunter Bidens, and a partridge in a pear tree. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think that these are doubles. These people, like, you listen, it's not just mild differences or ages. It's like,
and it's not a facelift.
It's like earlobes or no earlobes. It's like, look at their face and tell me that this person is that person. And you're like, no, these are doubles. They're doubles.
I think Joe Biden died a long time ago. That's just my opinion.
You think he died? You think he died? And they kept him around. They kept him around with
it could be him in a skin suit. I don't know, but it's not him.
Oh, a skin. I wouldn't put it past him.
I mean, or it's CGI, bro. Or it's CGI.
Just seem slithering in. I gotta get more Vaseline for the skin suit.
Listen, there's always truth behind some of the, like, Family Guy had in one of their episodes before, where, like, a character, it might have been James Woods, like, goes into the closet and, like, takes out one of his full skinned outfits and, like, zips himself in it. Like, there's got to be a little bit of, like, weird.
Yeah, I love James Woods, by the way. Or is it James Wood? Either way, I love him. He's awesome. Great conservative.
He's always referenced in Family Guy.
He's a great conservative. Well, yeah, because so the reason behind that is because he's from Rhode Island.
Oh, okay.
And the whole Family Guy thing is, like, based in Rhode Island. And a lot of people don't realize that. But, like, you look at the beer place, Pawtucket Patriot Pale Ale.
Yeah, no, I knew that.
Pawtucket, and then Quahog or Quahog. That's like it's like clamming in Rhode Island. There's a lot of Rhode Island references and things like that.
Yeah. So, but do you think that, I don't know, I can't get down this hole right now, but I just want to say that you guys that have seen my videos that have gotten reported for harassment and bullying, just because, tell me that I just didn't out Joe Biden without telling me that I didn't out Joe Biden. Take my fucking video down. How about that?
Cash me outside. How about that?
Seriously.
Did you just hear? By the way, that girl, the cash me outside.
She's making tons of money on OF.
OnlyFans.
Tons of money.
You listen. I wouldn't make money on OnlyFans to take my clothes off. I think I'd make more money like for that. Like people asking me to put my clothes back on.
Yeah, nobody wants to see me do that.
I'd be like, okay, I'm putting a sock back on. Not on my feet. No, it's slowly putting the clothes back on.
Stuff on you.
$200 per article of clothing going back on. And you know what? I'd probably make like $400 in like a month.
You think you would? Putting clothes on, you think you would?
In a month, it would take a month. I said $200 per article, so that means it took a month just for 2 articles to get put back on.
But
Amber says she loves your shirt, Anthony.
Thanks. I do too. I walk around Florida with it and people love it.
There's no way. There's no way Trump lost. And I'm not in denial, right?
You're not.
He didn't lose. There was more energy behind him than any president
Boomer.
in history.
There's not a single store in the United States dedicated to Joe Biden. There's thousands across the country that are dedicated to fucking Donald Trump.
Could you imagine walking into a Biden shop? Like how?
Oh my God, I can't.
Like, dude,
Oh my God.
How out of place would you feel? Like
it's probably the morgue.
They're like, you walk in and there's somebody there, like just like at a funeral.
Morticia Adams.
Hello, welcome to the Biden shop.
And then in the background, you hear.
You might be. We have, the thing.
No, but when you go to these, look. So okay. So a little bit about me that people don't know is before I got into the political side of this, I did go to school for broadcasting. Okay, I can't edit broadcast videos for shit, but I was always the talent, which is fine. That's my forte. I did
always the talent.
I did this thing. It was like around town with Aunt, and I went to parades and stores and restaurants and talked to people. So now, as I'm in South Florida, you've probably seen like my going into pro-Trump locations, like the coffee shop in here in Florida that I went to.
Right, the Bean
in Punta Gorda. Awesome. Met the owner, Tiki Tom. He's so cool. I mean, they have events every week. He had a speaker there, and the energy that is still going on in this country for Donald Trump is, by the way, astronomical. Never heard of before. Going to Seed to Table in Naples. It is a pro-Trump owned, pro-Trump grocery store, and it is a grocery store on steroids. There's a restaurant, a bar, live band. You can shop while drinking wine and beer. And I mean, bro, when you walk in, there's a sign that says, we're going to assume if you're not wearing a mask, you probably have a medical condition that says you can't wear a mask. Enjoy your time.
You mean there's not going to be someone like behind you, like
with
a phone, and they're like, "This isn't a phone. But it's like," and they're like filming you, and they're like, "Why? Why are you not wearing a mask? Put a mask on."
And I mean, and people like Alex Jones and Sean Hannity shop at this grocery store. They have
sex frogs, Alex Jones.
They have homes in Naples, and they shop there. So. Bottom line is I enjoy going and showing Americans, hey, listen, I support Trump still. I support our country. These are places right now in our country that are still supporting Donald Trump, that are still supporting everything that he did and anticipating him to still do more. And you can't tell me that anybody in this country is doing that for Joe Biden. Before or now?
They're happy with Biden. Like, seriously, how can anyone
be happy about?
When you listen to him behind the podium, it's like, what? Like he's literally a shell of a man. He's just like he's confused. I almost feel bad for him, but I don't feel bad for him.
I was gonna say that too
because I know he's an evil schmuck. So I'm not really like I don't feel bad for him, but like what do you think about what's going on with Major League Baseball? Right, like all these you can't tell me that these corporations and organizations are just not littered and fettered with the elite, like liberal class. That dude, voting measures in Georgia was the reason that Major League Baseball pulled the All-Star game out of now. And listen, I could care less about where a baseball game is played. What I care about is the businesses, is the employees at the stadium. And they're like, oh, but it's just one game. No, it's not just one game. It's the month leading up to the game where people travel, where celebrities come and travel, where they shop in the stores, they fill the hotels
Your
up.
Season ticket holders. I mean,
Dude,
everything.
Oh, and you see Warnock and you see, what's her name? Abrams. You see all them. They're like ecstatic and happy. Like these are lawmakers. These are representatives in their state that are supposed to be looking out for their constituents. They're happy about like revenue lost. They're happy about people like not bringing in the wages that they could have. Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm telling you, and to piggyback off of that, when you talk about businesses and how it's going to affect I honestly, our economy, the world economy is affected for life, forever. Your kids' are going to be affected by this pandemic that the entire world, not only the United States, I'm sorry, but Europe ruined their economy as well. I mean, Italy hasn't seen a fucking tourist in a year and a half at this point. Those people are dying. I have family there. Their businesses are dead, gone. Okay. So you want to put these, COVID passports that you need in order to travel. The airline business is going to be kaput. I don't know how the fuck you plan on getting to these places because over 70, maybe not 70 million, let's say 50 million Americans are like, I'm not taking the fucking vaccine. And that's only in this country. Go to, and actually there's some Democrats that are saying that they're not going to take it either because personally, I don't understand why I need to take a vaccine for something that the survival rate is 99.89% anyways. That's neither here nor there. The business alone for the travel industry is going to completely demolish. If not, it already has, which is why flights right now are super cheap because they want people to fly. But you add that travel passport on, you're fucked.
Oh, yeah. Add the travel passport on. But you know what? It's like, okay, you need a travel passport to move around. But like, okay, so Delta, the next time I decide, because Delta, they were big on the whole Atlanta the MLB's decision to pull out. Well, I'm just not going to bring my ID to the airport. I'm not going to show TSA security. I'm not going to when I walk up to board the plane. Nope. No ID for you.
Why do you have to show your ID? You don't have to. Apparently you don't have to show your ID because showing your ID is racist.
Right. And if you don't, so the idea is that they're making it more difficult for people to vote because you're requiring an ID. Dude, when's the last time you met somebody that didn't have an ID? Like, if you're worried about the poor people, and this is where they fall short, if you're worried about the poor people that are and I'm not denying that there are people that have it really bad and have a hard life, but they have systems in place already to help. Like, okay, welfare. You have to have an ID for welfare. So you're telling me that all these people
is the concern
that have an ID for welfare, but they magically don't have an ID to vote?
Are they saying that they can't? So there's so much crap being flung around. So are they saying that these people that are less fortunate or in communities that they're unable to obtain an ID, are they saying that they can't afford an ID?
They're saying that they're making it hard for them to obtain. Yes. So it's that. And it's also, if you're supposed to register online, that they don't even that they don't know how to use a computer. Remember that thing?
Right. Well, you know what? Go into these communities. Here you go. I got it. Go into the very simple fix. Go into these communities with your little fucking fucking iPad.
Snap. Here you go.
And give them an ID. They cost $25 in some states. It's not a big deal.
Absolutely.
It's not a big deal. I mean, I went and got my driver's license in Florida today. It was $50. Okay, what's $50? Fuck it. Give them a free ID. It's better than no ID.
Yeah, they're like,
this asshole dies on the street from hunger.
$2 trillion. But they can't get people IDs.
I mean, we can make high school IDs for free. Why can't we just make them a driver's license ID?
How dare you question? How dare you question election integrity? But then don't fix integrity.
But then don't card me for alcohol. Don't card me through TSA. Don't card me for cigarettes. Don't tell me that I can't. Don't card me when everything in your life requires an ID. I don't understand why this, as important as it is, there's actually people that they're on board with it because they want to win the wrong way.
Absolutely. They want to win.
People are waking up.
Yes. Big time. And the other thing we're starting to see now too is Trump comes out and he is telling people to boycott certain things. Boycott the MLB, boycott this, boycott
he's
that.
Allowed to do that. He's not the president.
Now, I have seen a lot of liberals, and this is the answer that you all are seeking, because the liberals will say, "Oh, you give us such a hard time about cancel culture. Look at you, cancel culture. Like it's like you guys invented it." And I'm like, no, absolutely not. Stop it. There's a big difference between canceling and boycotting. Okay, boycotting means I choose not to participate or buy or watch or read whatever that is based on a principle that I have.
Of course.
Cancel culture is about removing it so that regardless of whether you agree or disagree, it's not available. It's not there for you to even watch, listen to. You are erasing it. You're getting rid of it. I didn't agree with the Satan shoes. And I know it wasn't Nike. I disagree with Satan shoes. I'm not going to buy them. I'm not going to buy them. I'm not going to stop someone else from going out and buying them and looking like a little Satan lover. Like, let them do that.
That's their prerogative.
If they want to spend $1,000 on a pair of freaking shoes that have blood in them, have at it, bro.
So actually, I can't stand this person, but that's okay. I've actually agreed with her on two things. Okay. So I don't watch her show. I'm not a fan. However, Dr. Oz was questioning her about the vaccine a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And she's like, I'm not taking the vaccine. He's like, You have millions of people watching you. Basically they were like, you better tell people to take the vaccine. She's like, I don't need to say, well, I'm not okay. So I was like, ooh, I kind of like this dude. And then, did you catch that?
I like this dude. It was the synapses in my brain. Everything was going, and I was like, he said, dude.
And then she just said, I don't know. I saw it come across TikTok or whatever. And she's like, I'm sorry, this whole Satan shoe thing, I'm not a fan. I think it's disgusting. I think this is horrible. It turns people's feet red for, I don't know if it's temporary. It's gross. It's got an inverted cross. It's a no for me. And I was like, yay for you, bitch. That's a second conservative viewpoint that she very well could be, she could be maybe moderate or progressive conservative or something.
Well,
I don't know.
It always goes from left to right. You never generally see people go from conservatism to liberalism. It doesn't work that way. You generally see people go from liberalism to conservatism.
I did.
You sure did. You voted for Obama twice.
I know.
Twice, not twice.
Listen, I didn't know at that time much about politics at all, bro. At all. I mean, I was told, and this is a good thing for people to realize because I was part of the community that I was part of, which was the gay community. I was told that I needed to vote.
Whoa. Stop right there. You're gay.
Yeah.
Don't you know that I'm a Republican, that I'm a straight white male Republican.
Yeah.
I am a homophobe.
Yeah.
I can't deal with it. I can't even deal with this right now.
Did you just go like this?
On purpose.
Hey, we shared the same sack.
Yes. So I left my shorts, my pineapple shorts in Florida, right? And instead of Anthony mailing them to me, what does he do? He puts his balls in them.
I put my balls. I did. They're so comfortable. I love them.
He said he was gonna get into my shorts one way or another.
I put both balls. I put both balls in them. They were nestled all day inside the pool.
It's coffee talk with Linda Richmond.
Call 444-4444. We'll try.
He was wearing my shorts. Talk amongst yourselves. But now, you see, we have a pair of shorts that graced both of our bosoms. Well, the bosom's up here, but both of our whatever our stuff. So now it's like the holy grail of shorts. I mean, one day we can auction those shorts off.
I agree. They're going to be in like one of those glass shadow boxes. Pinned up. They're gonna be in like the Wax Museum of the Stars. They'll be in those like pop-up, those pop-up bars where they're like the conservatives of the year 2020. Yeah,
because we're activists, right? I mean, you told me this when we were on the phone, and you're just like, man, years from now, our grandkids are, like they're gonna be looking back at these videos and be like, wow, look what Grandpa did.
So you have to think about it this way, and this goes out to every single conservative, moderate, patriot, whatever, activist right now. You have to think about right now, everything that we do is permanently online. Whether you delete your social media app or not, somebody has downloaded and saved that video. It's out there. It's on there. It's done. It's ready to go. In 40, 50, 60, 150 years from now, you have to remember that we're part of a movement that we don't know if it's going to be successful. It doesn't really matter. It matters that our faces, this podcast, our content, your followings, your followers, whether you have 50 people or 500,000 people, you were part of a movement that later somebody is going to look at your video and they're going to say, that was my great-great-grandfather. He was part of this crazy time. There was a pandemic. There was a president that they supported that others didn't support, that were doing things for the country. Like, look at his videos. Look at his podcasts. Look at his photos. Like, that's fucking crazy, bro.
Like, look at Grandpa Boomer singing into a banana.
And he was on a podcast with this gay guy.
It's like, dude, it's just, yeah, here I am, old white racist homophobe Boomer Justin, sleeping 6 inches away from conservative Anthony with my Darth Vader CPAP machine on. Actually, it was really quiet.
So I was probably louder snoring. Actually,
best sleep I ever had with that machine on, and I didn't realize I had like a problem. Right. Amanda, the Mrs. Big Mama Boomer. That's what she goes by. She ain't even big. It's Big Mama Boomer. But
I love it.
When I was raising money for my coworker, like I have a Venmo, but I don't really use it. But she has one, so like we used hers, and they were asking what all the things were. I'm like, yep, there's Boomer Justin, this, that, and Big Mama Boomer. And they're like, what is that? What is that?
I love it.
But now that I said Big Mama Boomer, I totally forgot what I was talking about. But anyway.
Hey. But no, and again, I encourage people to just, and that's why we say, right, never be silent. Always, always know that you're not alone in the journey of whatever it is that your political view or opinion is. And that's why we're doing these events. I mean,
be heard. Yeah. Don't let them ruin your day. Like, I mean, dude, like, okay, it takes a little bit of time. Like, you see those mean comments and you want to, they do kind of hurt, but then you get to a point now where it's just kind of like, all right, whatever. Like, just smile at them and be like, hey, like, seriously, thanks for like helping my video go further. Like, you know, and you sound reasonable, you know, like that's it.
Yeah. You always
And
say that you sound reasonable.
I love it. Or I'll just smile. Like it's just not going to ruin my day. I'm not going to let them.
Yeah. No, you shouldn't. And you know what I learned from somebody, you know, if you're having a bad day, the comments can go one or two ways for you. You could get so many positive comments that day and it'll brighten your day. Or you could end up on the wrong side of TikTok or Instagram and it can completely ruin your day. I try not to look at the comments, but then of course I want to engage with everybody. So I've really learned to just grow a thick skin. And my block finger, this little bitch right here, is so strong.
Well, that one I saw that one video of you where they were like so much drip. And then you just did that video where you did the lip syncing or whatever. Dude, it was awesome. Like you just I like putting them on blast too. I like to do it to like old school rock hits and I'll put it in black and white. Yeah. I'll go on top of like a parking garage. I'll make sure the wind is blowing so that my glorious curls will just kind of like in the wind a little bit, you know, and I'll just serenade. I'll just boomerade them a little bit, you know, like that's it.
Dramatic. I love that.
Yeah.
Like, I love that.
With the black and white.
I got the chills.
He's got the chills. He's got chills.
I got chills.
No. We're doing the show tunes now. All right.
Yeah. Well, hey, we're in the last 15 minutes of the segment.
Well, I was doing. We are. Wow, dude, time flies when you're having fun.
I know.
But I did do like a little I still have to do part 4, but I've been doing the from The Greatest Showman. Yeah. Because if you listen to that song, The Other Side, you can't tell me that song's not about a conservative dude red pilling a liberal. You can't. You cannot tell me that. Go listen to the song and tell me that Hugh Jackman is not literally red pilling.
No, I believe it is. I think that you made me realize that.
It's awesome, dude. It's awesome, and really I can't wait. I'm not going to ruin it. I know the direction I'm going because the next part is kind of tricky because it's like where they negotiate. You know, I'll give you 10, 20. Like, I know exactly where I'm going to go with it. It's going to be good.
Wait, Justin.
It's going to be good. Little TikTok video teaser.
Yeah, I can't wait. So who do we have in our? So I can't see how many people are
right.
There.
So you can't see in the top of the screen how many people are live right now. So right now we just have 8 people watching us live.
Okay.
We have a whole 8 people, but this video stays up on those platforms,
right?
To watch, and I mean it's 11 o'clock, and it's our first time jumping on here, so,
right? And you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because. Like you said, it stays up, so people can always catch it the next day. What I do want to say, and I'm going to drop an event real quick. So there is a huge event going on in Naples, Florida. It's awesome. It is. If anybody knows anything about Gene Ho, he's become a great friend of mine. He is Trump's former campaign photographer. He was a big fan of mine. I was a big fan of his. We linked up. Anyways, he's doing a book signing at that Seed to Table grocery store in Naples. And we kind of collabed together and said, hey, let's get some content creators together from TikTok, whoever would like to join, and see if we could just continue this momentum, this Trump, DeSantis, this Republican movement. So it's going to be April 27th. We're going to start our rally at 3 o'clock at Seed to Table. His book signing's at 7 p.m. Come out. It's a free event. We're all just going to be standing around, talking, chatting, giving. And really, it's, Alfie. Alfie is the owner of Seed to Table. Support his business. Go grab a drink. Check out the grocery store. There's tons of stuff that you can look at and buy and eat. And it's just an amazing place. So I really look forward to that. Justin, I wish you were coming.
That's what she said. But I wish I would be able to come. Dude, you with the cups.
It's a cup thing.
And I can't help myself with I'm a big Office fan. I love The Office. I can't help myself. Anytime it's like I have to. I just have to. But anyway, so forgive me. So I don't really say many swear words. When I get real worked up, I do. But like, I'll throw a that's what she said in once in a while. But so Teresa is in here and she says, "Oh my gosh, yes, that's near me." So,
Awesome.
so Teresa might be showing up.
Yeah.
Amber says, "I had a troll on my farm TikTok. Kept saying, 'I hope your dog dies.' Like, WTF? They're so full of hate."
They really are, but you have to remember, like, I know it's hard to fathom that there's people in the world that think this or spew that hate, but I mean, who's following that person? Like, who cares?
Yeah, like
and at the end of the day,
user number 592838 blah 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 LGT blah, 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 blah.
Like, bye, have a great day, dude. Like, and
Peace.
They could be a 13-year-old. They don't know what they're saying.
No, it's true, and I always think that too. Because when I start to go back and forth, you hear the same. It's like the same kind of like argument every single time. It's just like, all right, well, they don't really know better.
No,
they haven't lived. They really haven't had a real political discussion. They're just parroting what they heard.
Yeah, and I have to give credit where credit is due. So, to the big liberal TikTokers on the other side of TikTok, right? And I'm talking the big creators like your Victorias and that kid that everybody can't stand, like the Modern Democrat and
Typical Democrat.
Yeah, typical Democrat
with the fluffy hair.
Listen, hey, they have people.
A lot of followers.
Whatever, that's fine. That's their right, and that's their movement. They don't come after the real creators, and I call them real creators because I'll say this. Do they stitch and duet conservatives? Absolutely. Do they go back and forth with other conservative creators? Absolutely. That's the whole point of TikTok. But they're not going to be the person to say, "I hope your dog fucking dies," or they're not going to say, "Well, I hope you get COVID and die." Like, so with respect, those big liberal creators, that's not their platform either. Right. So you have to remember who's giving you I mean, we have followers, Justin. I've seen some of their comments on other people's videos, and it's small account. It's whatever. It is what it is. They've told liberals, "I hope you fucking die."
Right. I mean, I've seen that kind of stuff too, and
they do it.
I will not like that comment.
No, it's not right. It's not right. But at the end of the day, though, it is also their freedom of speech.
Right. Yeah.
It sucks.
But we are a land of bastion of freedom of speech, and I love it.
Well, going back to, was it Amber that said this?
What's that? Yep.
Amber, just know at the end of the day, honey, you are doing what's right. You know in your heart that obviously I'm kind of spiritual, so God will protect your family. God will protect your dog. Karma's a bitch, and that person's going to get what's coming to them in one way or another. Not that their dog's going to die, but who knows? Maybe they'll trip and their ankle will.
Wow, bro. Wow.
Just an ankle sprain. It's not a big deal.
Maybe they'll trip and fall and have to be intubated.
Sprain an ankle. It's better than a dog dying.
And eat out of a tube for the rest of their life. Anyway, but no.
I mean, hey,
twist your ankle and fall into a wood chipper.
You get what I'm saying anyway.
Gina says, "You guys are amazing. Keep up the great work. We love you guys." Well, we love you too, Gina.
Of course. I love you so much. I don't like my liberal cousin named Gina, but I like this one.
Oh, wow. You just put your cousin on blast.
Don't care. She can kick rocks. She can kick rocks barefoot.
Don't care. I love it. People will love to hate you, or they'll learn to love you.
Yeah.
Pretty good, right?
Oh yeah, I love that.
We should get a
tattoo together and
that was like so that when we put our arms together,
we should get a tattoo that we shared a sack.
Oh, no. And then when we put our arms together, it's like a full sack. I don't know if I'll be able to get Big Mama Boomer on board with that.
I don't think Big Daddy Jim will either.
So we got Big Mama Boomer and Big Daddy Jim.
I love it. We just created that here on TikTok. Conservatives.
She's like, yeah, Justin. I mean, you can get another tattoo. Just I don't know, like ease off the sax.
No sax, maybe.
No sax.
And then I'll be like, no sax. You don't like me?
Yeah.
And then
maybe we can make one that's like incognito. So like you don't really like it's only when they're together that you can be like, yes. And so it's gonna be like when we can get it, we can make a TikTok and be like, we can be like, no one's gonna know. And
they're gonna know.
They're gonna know. No one's gonna know.
They're gonna know. And then we'll be like,
it's like Captain Planet when they all put their rings together. Dude, tell me that wasn't a great show. Captain Planet was awesome.
It was the best.
Captain Planet and the Magic School Bus.
Oh my God, the Reading Rainbow.
And dare I say, Dr. Seuss? Dude,
you probably triggered a whole bunch of people just now.
He's a racist, didn't you know?
I don't. We're gonna have to touch that on our next.
The Whoosies and Whatsits, and they're just so racist, man.
Because what I really want you to do on episode 2 next Monday at 11 p.m. Eastern time is I want you to tell everybody your Dr. Seuss rhyme that you put together.
Dude, it was amazing. I wrote that. I wrote it.
I know.
And you were the first one to hear it.
Well, of course. Hello.
Hello.
There's my bitch.
I was like, I called you up right away, and I was like, I was so excited. I was like, Anthony. He's like, what? I'm with my family. I'm visiting family. I'm about to move. What do you got? And I'm like, I wrote a rhyme.
I'm like, let me hear it. Go.
But then he sat there and he listened, and then he got it, and he was like, "Well, I'm glad I did."
I know it was. That was really hard to get things. I'm so glad that I'm finally like settled in now, and it was hard to like say bye to family for a minute and like get everybody on,
for a minute.
Well, it was like everybody wants to see you, and you're like, I have like, if nobody knows, because I know people have asked me in my life, what do I do for a living? Like, I've made this my full-time job. So when I'm not working, there's no vacation time. I am HR. I am the CEO. Nobody's giving me vacation time here at the end of the day. So I am a social media influencer. That's my job. Do I depend on TikTok for money? No. I have all different avenues that I do. I make appearances. Some businesses pay me to make those appearances now. So like taking that time kind of off and then moving and not being able to do podcasts, and it was very stressful. And then when you move to a new state, you have to get acclimated. So, I feel good.
You feel good? You're like, it was tough for a minute to leave, but then you were like, bye. You're like, step off the plane. The sun hits you. You see the palm trees swaying, and
we drove.
Like, okay? Well, when you crossed the line and you snapped for the millionth time at Jimmy because you guys were in a car together for all that time. Stop!
We're across that.
We're in Florida.
That Florida-Georgia line, that's when we were like, let's just get this over with.
It's such a long drive. It's like, growing up, man, we would drive from Rhode Island to like South Carolina back and forth in the old station wagon, 1986 Caprice Classic. Oh man!
So
those were
so my family was a Ford Aerostar van family.
Oh, the Ford Aerostar.
We had some uncles had the big conversion vans with the ladder on the back of them, brown with drapes on the inside. Some had my dad had a Ford Aerostar van. And best times of our life. I mean, camping trips and trips to Boston and the best. You can't ever.
Pulling over on the side of the road to pee. It was
Right.
great, man.
Nobody giving a shit. My mom smoking in the front seat. Who gives a fuck? Like
people fighting on who could ride in that one little space between the back windshield and the seats. Nothing wrong here. I mean, if you get into an accident, you're just gonna be like catapulted 40 feet and die.
Real quick, I know that we're ending this show here shortly, but what my dad used to do was when we were all the way in the back and we were like arguing or something, he would slam on the brakes really hard so that we would fling to the front right in between like my mom and dad.
Oh.
And he would like be driving and he'd be like, I told you to sit there. And then he would like hit the gas and be like, ah! Right back again.
That actually sounds kind of fun. So I feel like you guys would do it on purpose and then just kind of be like,
we did, and then we would be in the back and be like,
I can totally see that. That's amazing.
It was great.
And by the way, I want to give a shout out to your dad on TikTok. Yeah. If you guys aren't following now, is it Dan Raimondi or is it Danny or
Raimondi 69? I think.
Yes, that's what it is. Follow him, dude. He's playing music. He's jamming.
That's
dude,
every time
I'm scrolling and like he pops up, I'm watching his video. I'm watching it. I'm watching him play that saxophone, bro.
Yeah, you know what? That was when he came here as a kid from Italy and he was in school and they didn't have like English class. They just had to get thrown in. That was his out. It was like he played soccer and he was in theater and he did band.
Well, I love him and I love his music. I think it's awesome.
Thank you. He loves you guys. He loves you too. I mean, he knows that you're my best friend.
No, I just want to throw one last thing out there too. So if you're seeing the videos of the people singing the, ooh, that red, white, and blue, it ain't me. Have you seen that? Where it's like, thank God I wasn't raised by an effing liberal.
Yes.
You see, and then you see all of the liberal comments where they're like, oh, you don't even understand the song and that it was written during Vietnam and it's an anti-American song. We're doing it on purpose. We are literally doing it. We know.
Yeah, right.
We're doing it to trigger you. I'm trying to help you. It's so working. I love it. So don't worry if you make that video and you don't realize that's what it's about. Don't care what. Just let them run off and do they could be bothering someone else.
Right. And you know what? On that note, I'm going to say never be silent. I see you. I hear you. And today, trigger a liberal.
And today, trigger a liberal. You know what? I can't see any other better way to end it. So thanks, everybody, for coming to our Season 2 premiere. Every Monday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 Central. Conservative Aunt. I always say Conservative Anthony. Conservative Aunt, Boomer Justin. To everybody that came into the live tonight and I'm sorry if I didn't read everybody's comments. I tried to read everybody's, but thank you guys
I'll be able
for
to help you next time. We'll get that figured out too.
I'm sure you'll be able to have the computer up. We'll get that all straightened up.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll have some music. Maybe we'll have some more little, things and tchotchkes on our screen. It's going to be great.
I love it.
It's going to be wonderful. Love you, bro.
Love you.
See you next Monday.
Bye.
Right after here too. I'll talk to you.